Hello everyone, welcome back to our course on computer vision. I am Conceivably, your instructor, and today we are going to talk about the geometric shapes. How we can draw those geometric shapes, those like lines and squares or rectangles. We can draw it on our images, or how to write something on the image. Like you wanna caption that image, you wanna write something like write the name or something on the image. How can you do all those things instead of image? So let's get on to our spider ID and see how we are gonna do all of this amazing stuff. Okay, so here we are. Let me zoom it a little bit. Okay, so this is our general basic code. We have imported two libraries, import numpy as np. Now this np as does it's just create an alias for the numpy. Numpy is a numerical library for Python. Then we have already started this cv2.imread function and this print. Then cv2.imshow. If you have watched my previous videos, you have got a pretty good idea of what is happening over here. Now there is this one special line. Image is equal to np.zeros, comma np.uint8. Now what this does, it creates an array that is of a shape 512, 512 in length and breadth, and 3 means it has got three slides, or you can say in the we use this like a color section. We create RGB, so we got three slides behind each other, and with the shape of 512 by 512. So this is what it is, creating an array, like three metrics, one behind each other, of size 512 by 512, and it's we have given its data type np comma unt8. And let me show you, if I run this much part only. Okay, and if I press F9 over here, now you see here this there's an image, this variable is created over here, and if I open this variable and give it an access of 2, now let me make it full screen. Okay, now you see here, now these all values are 0. np.0, what it does, it just gives all the values to 0. Right now what there should be is the whatever the color we are gonna need to provide, the value of that color. But as we are providing it 0, so guess what's gonna become of the 0? What color is gonna form over here? And you can see it is 512 by 512 matrix. You have come down and you see it is 511. It started from 0. So wait a minute, let me show you. It started from 0, so they are like 512, you know, its length. And same thing is for the width. If you go sideways, complete, let me see. Okay, it is gonna take time, but it is up to 512. Okay, so this is our matrix created for 512 by 512 with the values all 0. Now we're gonna close it, and and if I right now show you this, what it looks like, the color of it, F9. You know what I'm sure does, and wait key and destroy all windows. I'm sure just show the whatever the image we have created or we have loaded. On wait keys, our like for how much time you want to stop it, you want to look at it, and then destroy all windows. It will remove that image. So if I open it, you can see it creates a black image over here. It's like a blackboard. We have got a blackboard to draw whatever we want. Okay, so we've got our blackboard. Now let's close it. Now there's this, I've used this another cv2 amread, and I've called this Lena1 image. If you have watched my previous videos, we have put a Lena1 image in our directory. And if I run this right now, F9, now in variable section you see our image is now right now different with some values, not 0. And if I do right now this IAMShow method, F9. Now I've got this image over here, Lena image. Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna show you all the shapes, creating shapes even in the image that I have created with the help of np.zeros, that blackboard of ours, and in this image also, or any image that you want to upload, you can do it. But I'm gonna right now work with this image. I'm gonna make shapes over here only. Okay, so first of all, if we talk when we talk about shapes, and let me tell you also, the Lena1 image that we have right now loaded, if I have also printed its image.shape, and you can see here it gives me output of 512, 3. So both our images are the same shape, so we have got no problem with that. Now let's create our geometric shapes. Now what the first thing comes in mind when we talk about shapes? First thing is line. Okay, because every shape is made up of a line. So to create a line, we use a simple method, cv2.line method. Okay, and oh wait a minute, cv2.line, and this line method takes lots of arguments. Like first argument is it takes an image. Okay, now you can see here this, I got this screen over here when I was filling it, and it says first argument is image, second argument is point 1. Now, like if you want to draw a line, you need two coordinates, starting point and the ending point. Now we are gonna here give a starting point, and it will be in the form of tuple, and the first starting point will be, let's say, something like 10, 10. No problem. And then we're gonna give it second argument, point 2, final point. It will be like let's say 255, 255. No problem. Okay, then we're gonna give it a color. Now color will be in the form of not like we are like red, green, purple, blue, yellow. No, it will be in the form of, again, in the form of a tuple, and it will be in the indexing form like let's give it a color like 0, 255, 0. Okay, guess which color is gonna form here, because it is in a BGR mode. We are giving it a color, and we have put a blue as 0 and red as 0. Only green is right now 255. So that means it is going to be a green line. But let's see what happens. Then we are going to provide it a thickness of the line. So what will you, let's say 5 is the thickness, and you don't need to worry about the rest of the thing. Okay, now if I run this line of code over here, cv2.line f9, okay, it runs perfectly fine. And now if I show my image over here, and you see here we have got this line over here starting from the 10, 10 coordinate up to the 255, 255, which is almost center point of our image. So this is how we can create a line over here. Now we can also see it in the this okay, let me do one thing. Let me make it img1 and control C. Let me create one more I'm show, and I'm gonna put it. Okay, this will be line underscore shape, and this will be normal shape. cv2.wait key, everything's perfectly fine. Okay, let's run this. F9. You see, we got two images over here. One is blackboard and one is this, but you can't see green color in the blackboard, so it's not visible. Now let me change the color so that you can see it in the blackboard. Let me close it. Now let me close it too, and let me put some color over here. Over here, and we are gonna provide it some random color like let's give it like 56. Okay, and let's see if it's gonna work right now. Or maybe give it also some color over here like 100. Let's see what color is gonna form right now. Okay, again no color is being. Okay, wait a minute. One more thing we are missing over here. I haven't, we are putting this on image 1 only. We have to put the same thing on our image 1 that we have created. And now let's see. Okay, because we were only doing it on one image and we weren't doing it anything on. Now you see here, we've got two shapes. This is the color of the line. This is the color of the line over here also, and working on both of our images. Okay, and you see we have used the same color index for both of them, so we've got the same color. Okay, now we have talked about the line. Now we can also see these are lines. We can also create an arrowed line. Line which is an arrow in front of it, and it is called cv2. Okay, arrowed line. Now again the same thing is the arguments inside of it is like first is image, and then you have to provide it point 1. Point 1 will be same thing, or maybe I should just copy this much from here. Control C, Control A. Okay, bracket close. Now okay, this is for image 1, and this is okay. Now Let's run this whole code again. Now you see here we've got ourselves an arrowed line over here. Now there is another line over it on this place only, but you can see it because we have put it on the same coordinates. If you change the coordinates of it, like let's give it something like 20, 20, and change it also like 300, 300, and do the same thing with it also 300, 300, and 20. Okay, Control 8 F9. Okay, it's again it is all similar, but you see here it runs a little bit further, started from the same like 20 by 20. So obviously it's gonna, but you see there's this another line also present over there. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit more change. I'm gonna make it 50. Okay, we will see it in the next image. I will show you. Now let's we have talked about line and arrow line. Now let's create a rectangle over here. Now again for rectangle same thing. CV2 dot. There's a rectangle method over here. We don't have to do much. Again in the rectangle we have to provide it our image. Then we have to give it again. You can see here description point 1. Now when we talk about a rectangle, we have to give it the two diagonal points. You know, upper right point and upper left point and the lower right point. Okay, so the upper left hand, let's give it let's say 100 comma 20, and lower point, let's say what should we give it, like 200 comma 40. Okay, then we have to provide it a color. Again same thing, we can give it any color, like let's give it 0 comma 255 comma 0. Okay, our choice. And thickness of the line. Okay, we can give it 5, and let's copy this whole image. Let's copy it. Oh, Control C, Control V. Okay, and we will give it image 1 over here. Now if I run this whole code, you see we got our two separate lines, and there's this our rectangle over here. Doesn't look good because, you know, if whatever the coordinates you will give, it will make a rectangle according to it. We have given it a coordinate of 100 by 20, and this looks 100 by 20 over here, and then we have another one, we have given 200 by 40. So this point is 200 by 40 over here. Okay, so this is our image of rectangle and square. To make it look more better, you can increase its size, like you can say like 90. No, you can give it 20, but you can change it and convert it into like 100. Now this is a rectangle we've talked about. Now the next thing comes with circle. So again CV2 dot, there's again a method called CV2 dot circle. You got a method for everything. Okay, CV2 dot circle. Again you have to give it same arguments, image, comma. But in the circle you have to remember there is not points. There is like center and its radius. That's only how much you require to create a circle. So we're gonna give it some kind of a center, like let's make a circle the center 255 comma 255. That is our center, and the radius point is, let's say 100. And again the color thing is whatever the color we're gonna give it. Okay, let's give it color like a different color, 255, 0, and again the thickness is whatever the thickness we're gonna give it 5. Okay, and copy it, Control C. Okay, and make it image 1 over here. Now if I run this whole program, F9, now you see we've got a circle with a blue color over here. This is our circle with a blue color, and we have also changed the shape of the rectangle, and if you remember, and this is our change shape rectangle over here. Now there's one more thing with a rectangle and a circle. You know, we have given it thickness 5. What if we give it the thickness -1? -1, and again -1 and -1. Now that's fine. You say it is filled with whatever the color we have provided. It's a filled circle, not a, empty circle. So right now filled with that color, and the same thing is for the square rectangle filled with that rectangle over there. So this is what thickness, how thickness works. We provided -1, it will act like -1, like color. Now we talk about CV2 dot circle. Same way you can create for polygons, lots of polygons you can create with it. Okay, it's your homework. Try it out creating a polygon. So you got a function over here like cv2.polylines, and through which you can work it. Now it's your homework. Try it out, polylines. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about putting text inside of our we're gonna caption the image with some name. How are we gonna do it? So for today's cv2 dot there's something method put text, and in this, so again we get the same variables. First variable is img as it shows over there, and the second variable text, whatever we're gonna write it. Okay, it will be in a string format, and whatever we're gonna write it, like let's say, we can say shapes. Then third argument is org. It was origin point of the text, from which point you wanna start writing the text. So let's give it something, anything like let's say 200 comma 200. Okay, then next thing is comes font or like font type. Okay, so there is this method for it also. There are lots of fonts inside of a CV2 module, and let's see what are these CV2 dot font, and over here it is showing font dot Hershey simplex, but we have got a okay, yes, it showed over here font. So you see these are all the fonts that it takes inside font Hershey simplex, plain, duplex, complex, small, triplex, then italic, and there are lots of. We will take it simplex only right now. Okay, and dominate. You might be not be able to see it completely. Let me enter over here. Okay, so we have taken this. Now what's the next argument? Let's see. Font scale. It means what is the size of the font. So we'll give it any size, like 3, let's say. And then the color. Again, what is the color of our fonts? So again, we're gonna give it some color, like let's say this time give it red. So we'll give it 0, 0, 255, and then it says thickness. Obviously, thickness of the font. Okay, we're gonna give it a thickness, like again, give it a 5, or the general thickness that we're using, and I think that's all that we need inside of it. Okay, so this is let's copy it and Control V and use it for image 1. Okay. Now if I run this whole program, let's see. Okay, it's written over here shapes, but actually it has scroll because we've started from here and it doesn't cover complete, so we couldn't see it. But you see how that's how we can write something on the image, and let me make it correct over here. Let me close this windows, and let me change the index. Like we're gonna start from let's give it 100. Now let's run it. Okay, now you can see here it started from the 100th point, and if you remember, our rectangle was also started from the 100, and if you match this point of the S is at the 100th of the width 100, and the same thing is over here for both the things. Now this is the way concept through which you can create edit in the images, and basically this concept you're gonna see it in when you are working with facial detection. You will see whatever the face you want to put a square over there, that face, as I've shown you earlier in my slides in my first video. So to detect a face, you need to put a square over the face, and this is a method, cv2.rectangle method, to which you put a square wherever it detects a face. Or if you want to put a circle, you can put a circle, or you want to put an arrow line saying this is a face, or something you want to write something with an arrow line that this is that. So this is how these things works. Or maybe you want to also write whatever the name of a person you see over there, you want to write it in the image only, below or above that person, so that way you can use it by doing the put text method of cv2. So this is all about geometric shapes, and see, there are lots of font size I've shown you when I was writing a cv2 font. You've seen there are lots of font shapes over there, and the same thing in the other, like there you can work in the polylines. That's your homework, practical with these things, with all different kinds of shapes, change their size and all, and see what you can do better with these. Okay, so this is it in this video. See you in the next video.